I think we're live.
Oh, wow.
We look crazy.
Oh
my
man,
God.
that thumbnail. If you clicked on this video, like, thank you. I know we looked really crazy in that thumbnail.
I think a lot of people are gonna click on the video just because we look ridiculous. I don't think anyone's in here though. So
No, I don't think so either.
yeah, should probably schedule these live streams. Let's see.
Yeah,
anyone in here? Is there anyone? Anyone at all? Maybe
13.
13?
Oh, 18?
Okay. Oh, we got people.
Okay. Thank you for clicking on this video. I know we look crazy in the thumbnail.
Lincoln's in the house. Kobe, bike to the top. Michael, Jeremy can hear us. Okay, sweet. They're okay. So it's a little bit delayed. So sorry if we sound delayed, but the internet should be really good though. Our apartment that we have here.
That's the one good thing.
Yeah, smells like insect repellent. You see cockroaches a lot.
We've only seen it once.
Yeah. So
we know they're here. We know they're here.
Cockroaches, smells funny. There's a urinal. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts. I've never used a urinal here, but yeah, the internet here is amazing. So
hey, cell phone.
Cell phone nut. What's going on, dude? Seek Your Nature in the house, Jeremy. So how is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Had a great Black Friday, had a great Small Business Saturday. And then I don't know what holiday was Sunday. Cyber Monday. Yeah, we should have done a sale on the t-shirts.
Oh, yeah. If we were smart business people, we would have done a sale on the merch. Maybe we can still do one for Christmas though.
Does anyone want us to do like a sale on t-shirts? If so, let us know. We probably should have done one for this weekend. They don't really do Black Friday here. So we kind of got thrown off. Almost forgot.
We almost forgot about Thanksgiving. Like we're completely out of the loop because, well, we're halfway across the world. So
Seek Your Nature, how's it going? It's going really good. It's been a wild, chaotic couple of days. So basically one of the reasons we did come to Thailand was the International Chiang Mai Enduro, which Hannah raced. So she ended up doing really well. She got 4th place.
Yeah. I was like, the top 3 girls were way faster than me. They're crazy, like downhillers, just really rad shredders. And then the other girls didn't have as much experience in racing. So I was kind of like stuck in between like 2 different riders. And yeah, it didn't really matter like how well I raced. I was just gonna end up with 4th, I think.
She did really good.
I made a lot of mistakes, that's for sure.
But yeah, it was a huge race. There's a lot of big names here. Win Masters came out, a few other pros. So yeah, it definitely was a big deal. Also, I was in a scooter crash. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But let's try to see who's in the chat right now. Bike to the top. It's better to eat cockroaches than breathe the insectide. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Probably.
We've heard really bad things about insect like spray.
No, so our Airbnb host, the person who has this apartment, oh my God. So we come here and like I'm pretty sensitive to bug spray and especially like cockroach spray. I feel like anyone's really sensitive.
Because cockroaches, nothing can kill them. So if you find a spray that can kill them, that shit is like toxic.
Really strong. And so like our first couple of days here, I started getting really nauseous, almost to the point where I was starting to get dizzy. And so like I messaged the guy and I was all like, yo, dude, like, do you know what they sprayed here? Like, I'm starting to feel like really dizzy, really nauseous. And like, he's all like, really? No idea. It was like broken English. And I was all like, yeah, like the smell is very strong. And like, I'm borderline dizzy. Do you know what it is?
And we kind of already had an idea like of what it was. I mean, this building is pretty old.
Yeah, our idea was basically we saw a cockroach and we saw it for like 10 seconds and then all of a sudden it flipped on its back and started dying.
And then we saw some cockroach spray in the corner.
Why doesn't anyone say hi? Yeah, say hi to Hannah's here too.
Oh, hi.
I think people do say hi to her. So normally it's more people saying hi to her than me.
No, it's more you.
But yeah, so
you're the one who likes to talk more.
We see the cockroach flipped up, it's dying. And I messaged him, I'm like, there's something sprayed here. Like I'm feeling dizzy, nauseous. And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. They sprayed some air freshener. And he sent me a picture of like Glade air freshener. He's all like, I'm not a fan of air freshener too. I'll tell them not to spray again.
He's like, I'm not a fan of artificial flower smell. I'm like, That's not what we're smelling, buddy. That is not what we're smelling.
I was like, I don't think air freshener makes you feel dizzy and almost pass out in your room. So one of the hilarious parts about being here. But other than that, you really can't complain for $10 a night. But
the last 3 nights, we've really enjoyed our stay at the race hotel. Oh my gosh. It was literally only like 3 buildings down from this building, which was really, really convenient. But yeah, the hotel was muy bueno. It was nice.
So Ken says, nice race. Hannah, what's going on,
Thank
Ken?
You.
Create your own adventure. Hey guys, good to see you're having fun. It's been a blast. We've been having a bunch of fun. Lincoln's in the house. He wants us to do a sale on t-shirts. Okay, you guys, I know that we didn't do Black Friday and we didn't do Cyber Monday.
We'll do a Christmas sale though.
Yeah, that's not to say that we didn't want to do a sale. It's just, we're just starting to realize right now that we probably should have done a sale. So we'll probably do our own sale, like a special day thing.
Yeah, we'll make like a Mo and Hannah day.
Yeah, National Mo and Hannah Day. No. Colby, I went to California for Thanksgiving and snowed on the freeway. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of snow in California, which is actually, I think we've been looking at the weather.
Yeah, let's look at it right now.
I think we might cancel our return flight, and we're probably going to be staying in Asia an extra 2.5 months. So
this is the entire week, and can you guys even
only see? They can see. It's basically sunny all week.
81, 80, 77, 76, 75, 77, 70. Like, just like perfect weather.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like, you can't get better than this.
And that's why, like I said, we'll talk about this a little bit more in some future videos, maybe a little bit later in this live stream. But we made a lot of really cool friends. So we made a lot of really good friends at the race. A lot of them are from Indonesia and some surrounding countries, and they invited us to their countries. So I think we're going to cancel our return flight and stay in Asia until, I would say, like maybe even March, possibly. Basically till Sedona MTB Fest. I think that's the first event that we have to be at in California or in America.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to stay here until then, which is pretty crazy, but more on that later.
Is that March?
I think that's March. Yeah. Michael, I hope you're doing okay from your crash. I know, right? I didn't race in the Enduro race that Hannah did, but somehow I came out more banged up than her. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Lincoln in the house. Taylor, come to Montana. We'll try to come out to Montana. Sean saw me on Cody Kelly's Instagram story. Yeah, Cody actually came out for the Thailand race, so that was pretty cool. Same thing with Windmasters, Phil Atwell.
All of the Thai local riders are like really stoked. Yeah, all the Asian
But in all honesty, it doesn't take much to stoke out Thai local riders. I feel like a lot of them can be like they'll take a selfie with anyone. Like
they're just stoked.
They're just stoked. So thanks so much, Cell Phone Up, for 19 super chat. Thailand food fun, guys. Keep seeking out
so much.
Elusive vegan menu. So proud. It's not easy to keep Norris without. Dude, thank you so much for that. That's gonna go a long way here. So that's why we're trying to get our parents to come visit us when we're here, as well as a couple of other friends. I don't think people understand how rad this country is.
It's safe. It's cheap. It's beautiful. Like, I don't know what more you need, right?
Yeah.
There's good riding. And really good riding.
If any of you guys want to come to Thailand, let us know, and we'll help you figure everything out. If we're still here, we'll definitely show you around. The mountain biking here is insane. You'll see it in the next coming 2 weeks of videos, which is funny. I feel like we got a lot of, I don't want to say crud. I feel like we got some backlash for the videos we were doing a week ago that didn't involve riding. But I don't think people realize when you come here, it's such a culture shock and so much going on. And for us, we really do love to make videos that just document everything that we're doing. And it was a really rad week. But at the same time, we do this full time now. So we do understand there's periods where you're not riding your bike as much. But then there's going to be periods where you abuse your body with riding, riding all day, every day. And that was literally the last 2 weeks. All we've been doing is mountain biking.
I mean, I feel like we'd rather keep it honest with you guys. We can't always ride our bike every single day. Sometimes when we're traveling, you can't ride your bike.
That was the tough part, especially when we were in Bangkok and it wasn't safe to ride your bike.
We're not going to pretend like we're mountain biking every day when we're not,
But then, like I said, it really kind of goes to, we know that there's also going to be periods, like I said, that you just ride so much that your brain explodes.
right now.
And we, oh my God, like 2 weeks of nonstop downhill, like insanely steep courses. I would even say some trails were steeper than the ones in Canada.
They're really good.
Yeah. And everything's super loose, everything's super dry, fast, intent. Like it, I think you guys are gonna really enjoy the video. And the cool thing is now we have so much content, and this is where it's going to become weird for us. Like we're trying to figure out how to divide it, because it would be cool. We want to share obviously all of it with you guys, but like for instance, we have videos from all of the racers, like a third-person POV of them coming down the course. We also have Hannah's full race runs.
They're hard to watch.
Yeah, the race run, she wasn't talking that much because she was pretty nervous and she's racing.
And I was missing like every single corner.
Yeah, but like
got off my bike so many times.
Yeah, but like I've been trying to explain it to my parents. Hannah's been trying to explain it to her parents. Yeah. We're trying to explain it to friends, and no one's believing us. Like
you just have to come.
You have to come to Chiang Mai.
Like there's so many expats here, so many young people who come here and they're just like fall in love. Like it's amazing. The riding is really good too, which we weren't sure about when we came here, but yeah, the riding is really good.
And that was something that I was a little bit nervous when we were first like making the trip out here and like putting together a schedule. That's because obviously like my type of style of riding, the stuff that I like, is very steep, very gnarly. And I was worried that for 2 months I wasn't going to be able to ride that stuff. There's so many trails here and they are so gnarly and so steep. And the crazy thing is apparently that's like most of Asia. So like we made a lot of friends from Indonesia. They invited us. So we're going to be going to Indonesia to ride with them and explore the mountain bike trails there.
And Bali. Yeah.
Like I can't explain like enough insane thing. Dude, thank you so much, Taylor, for the $24.99 super chat.
Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. You can also put a message next time if you want to.
I'm going to try and pronounce that. Taylor Schwamberger.
Schwamberger.
That's going to go so freaking far. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. But yeah, like we were mentioning, so someone's asking, is there shuttle riding or all pedal up? It's actually primarily shuttle riding, which is the insane thing.
You can pick one or the other.
Yeah, you can pedal if you want.
It's basically the main riding in Chiang Mai is like one mountain called Doi Sutep. And there's a road that takes you all the way to the top. And how tall is the mountain?
I think the elevation drop from the top is about 5,000 feet, or I think 2,000 meters.
Yeah. So you can pedal the road if you want to, or you can just take a shuttle. And the shuttles are really easy. They have like red cars here, and those are like the taxis in Chiang Mai, and you can just like put your bikes in. I think we showed you guys in some of our videos, but yeah.
You'll see a lot more of the red trucks, but yeah, so super easy to shuttle, amazing trails, really cheap food. And I think the most important thing is the people. The people in Thailand are some of the nicest freaking human beings I've met anywhere. Like they're so prideful about their country, and they really want to make sure that you are having a good time in their country. So like they could not even be like associated with what you're doing, and they can realize like, something happened to you, you lost your bike or you left something somewhere, and they will go out of their way to make sure they help you figure out like the problem and a solution to it. Just because they take so much pride in their country, which is amazing. So
you have to understand that the biggest source of income, isn't it?
Tourism? It's tourism, yeah. So they don't want they want tourism to kind of stay on the high.
But also, I think in general, they're really friendly people. Most of them are Buddhists, so that should tell you a lot about the person as well.
And the other thing too is like, so we've been road riding when we're here as well, which is also interesting because the road riding here is insane as well. So it's very good, very smooth roads, and you see like just gnarly villages. Like you'll pedal into the backcountry and see things that you would never have seen if you weren't exploring. And like we want to share that with you guys as well, but we also know that road biking videos aren't necessarily the most entertaining.
Unless you're like racing or something.
Unless you're racing.
You're not racing, so.
But yeah, so like on the road, like the crazy thing is with drivers, even though it looks like a chaotic mess, I have never felt more safe in my life. Like the people here just go out of their way to avoid you, to like be super like patient with you.
It's weird. It's like everyone, including us, are super aggressive on the road because you just have to be to like move with the flow of traffic and the flow of everything. But at the same time, they're not gonna like they just aren't gonna hit you. Like at least it feels like that. Maybe they will hit us eventually.
Maybe they will hit us eventually, and we'll regret saying all this.
You have to be aware of like the cars and like your surroundings. But I don't know. It's like there's no like road rage. Like they don't get mad at you like they do in the States if you accidentally cut off someone or something like that. Because they're used to the scooters. The scooters are, I mean, everywhere. It's probably 90% of the transportation here, don't you think?
Yeah, honestly, like it's pretty rad. And I definitely, like I said, if any of you guys watching this want to come to Chiang Mai, definitely let us know. Because I mean, we're at this point locals. And I like I said, we are going to be canceling our return flights and probably not coming home till about March at this point. So, Unpaved says they're coming in January. If we're still here in January, definitely hit us up.
Yeah, so try to get a place near Doi Suthep if you're planning on riding, which is on the, what is it? Is it west?
I think
on the west side of Old City.
Yeah, the mountain you want to, and we'll do a video.
Try in Neiman area.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video. Should we turn the air on?
Yeah, let me turn it on.
So we're gonna try and do a video, which is like a guide to mountain biking in Chiang Mai, like everything you need to know, just to make it easier for people to come out here. But definitely keep part of that video.
And honestly, if you do have questions too, just like message us and we'll help you.
Yeah.
And the shuttle, how much is the shuttle to the very top? It depends. You have to like haggle with them a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, so someone was actually asking that. Unpaved was asking how much is a shuttle. A shuttle is about, depends on where you want to go and how much you want to haggle, but you can normally do a 400 baht shuttle. So basically you rent a taxi, the whole taxi for 400 baht, which I think comes out to about $10, $10 to $12.
And the amount of people you can fit in there max with bikes is like
4 to 5. So
4 to 5. 5 is really pushing it.
Yeah. So if you divide that, say you just do 4 into a shuttle at $10, it's about $250 a person all the way to the top. And then you get about, I think, 5,000 meters or 5,000 feet of descending. So a downhill out here is about 45 minutes long. So you're getting your money's worth for sure. Like by the time you get to the bottom, you are roached. Like,
and there's a lot of trails too where you can descend them and then climb back up and then do another. Like you like ride the top of the mountain a lot before you go all the way back down, basically.
Lincoln wanted to know, Lincoln, when are we going to be in BC? We will be back. I want to make opening day. I've never made opening day. One of these years I will, and I think that's going to be our goal. So
we didn't make opening day last year.
We didn't make
it. Trying to, but we didn't make it.
So
I remember that.
Yeah. So we know that the 2 festivals that we're going to be at for sure, and that's basically going to be the end of our Asia trip. So we're going to stay here until Sea Otter, and then most likely Sedona MTB Fest. So we'll be at Sedona MTB Fest. Oh, John's in the house. Thanks so much for that 99 super chat. Dude, John, how's it going in NorCal? Hopefully everything's good there. It looks like it's raining a lot. So how about you book a plane ticket, grab the whole crew, and you guys come visit us in Thailand.
Some 80-degree weather,
Yeah, John, that's the invite. Come to Thailand. Make it happen. But thank you so much for that.
If not, we'll visit you on the way to Canada. We'll try our best. But thank you so much for the super chat. That's really nice of you.
So someone is saying, is Chiang Mai comparable to anywhere in North America you have ridden? It is. Chiang Mai feels like a bigger version of Santa Cruz.
It does, yeah. It totally does. It's loamy. There's roots. There's also rocks.
But there's not like
get loose.
There's not like random. There's not like a surplus amount of homeless people at the bottom.
Injection needles on the trail. Yeah.
The Santa Cruz. I love Santa Cruz.
And if you take a wrong trail, you're not gonna end up into a homeless encampment.
Yeah. So like I love Santa Cruz, but it is really going to be interesting to see like how they. I mean, the homeless situation over there has gotten pretty insane.
Bad,
I wonder what's going to happen over there, but. I definitely miss Santa Cruz. Some of the better burritos I've eaten. We definitely miss burritos. The closest thing to a burrito out here is that burrito that we get with cranberries, pickles.
Oh yeah, there's this place in the mall close by to us, Maya Mall, and literally all the burritos take you like around the world. Like the one burrito we always get has like Lebanese falafel. And what else does it have? Mexican guacamole. Berries for some reason. I don't know why. Pickles. But it's actually really good. Like everything like ties together somehow. I don't know.
So let me just try and run through these comments. Happy Biker. The info about how you got the airline tickets and got the bikes over without bike fees, so valuable. We'll be sure to include that in the video. A quick, and the bike case is called Oru case.
ORU.
Yeah, I think they're going to give us a discount code, so stay tuned for that. I want to say a discount code is like 15% off.
Right now it's 25% off, I think, though.
I think, yeah.
Check on that. Look at their new case called the B2. It's supposed to be even better than the ones we have. It has rollers on the bottom, and it's only like slightly bigger. So
yeah, so the company is called Oru Case, and we flew Air China Southern. So
China Southern.
We'll include that in that video as well. Thanks so much, Taylor. That was the guy who said super. He says you're welcome. No, dude, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Cell phone net, no doubt, kind of makes you wonder why so many in the U.S. is complaining. Why so many in the U.S. Yeah, like that's no doubt makes you kind of wonder why so many in the U.S.
Complaining about what?
Yeah, honestly, I've been looking at the weather in the U.S. and it's been pretty insane. So I don't know, but it's like it's tough for us to be like we really want to go back right now, just because like I feel like we're just scratching the tip of the Asia surface. And after hearing how much riding is in Indonesia, Japan,
there's just so much more to explore.
And we realize that like if we do fly back to the US, man, that airplane ride, I don't think I could do to come back within like 6 months.
It's
like
30 hours of travel time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think I can. That's the only bummer with here is like that airplane ride here kind of sucked big time. So especially for someone who's 6'2" and doesn't have that much money to fly first class.
And oh my gosh, I can't even imagine if our layover, if we had to actually spend it inside the airport, we would have died.
Yeah.
If we couldn't go outside the airport for 12 hours, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. If you guys stay in, cool, just thanks for the update. That's cool. Just don't quit sending us footage. No, there is so much footage to send you guys. So that's what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out our posting schedule. So I think we're going to post a video tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and then potentially keep doing that, like 3 videos a week. We just have so much footage that we don't know like how to post all of the rest of it. Because like at this point, we have enough footage to post every day for a month. We don't like footage getting old. So like something I've realized and we've realized, like when we're traveling and we're filming all this stuff, like one of the most exciting things about posting is posting it relatively in the moment. Like I feel like the excitement kind of leaves when you hold on to your footage for like a month and then post it.
It's really tricky too, because then you think about, oh, I've already posted this on Instagram. Like people already know about it.
Yeah.
They're not going to be that interested in it if I post it a month from now.
Like, yeah. So, and like for me, like a good amount of posting is the stoke. Like, oh my God, I just rode that epic trail and then I want to share it. But then like
sharing it immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. But then like if I wait like a week, especially on like Instagram or something, it's just like the stoke is kind of gone, the energy is kind of gone, and you're kind of on to the next thing. So that's gonna be the interesting
But it's also tricky because you want to make sure like you put enough time into the video, you edit it well enough, and it's a lot of work, I guess.
But then at the same time too, like we want to make these we have like this holiday product gift guide video that we've been working on. And we know we need to get that up ASAP just because, I mean, the holidays are like almost here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're trying to figure out when to release that with like so many videos from Thailand. So if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, I know it sucks because it's another platform. I feel like we share so much on there as well. And it's a little bit easier to share stuff too. So like we can share like small snippets. I love sharing stories on there. So yeah, if you guys do have an Instagram, the story section, shameless plug, but the story section, it's kind of like weird because it just disappears after 24 hours. So yeah, I do wish it could kind of be there permanently.
It's kind of like a sneak peek though.
Yeah, so definitely, yeah, just kind of if you guys want more content, that's where you can get it. Sorry, I definitely
missed a lot. You're talking a lot.
Sorry. How long can you guys stay in the country? No doubt kind of makes you okay. How long can you guys stay? Oh, Michael's in the house. How long can you stay in the country on your visa? We actually, so right after this live stream, we have to run to the immigration office or we will get kicked out of Thailand.
Yeah, so today.
Yeah, today's the day that our visa expires. You can stay 30 days and then you can get an extension for another 30 days.
Actually, last night we were almost going to book a plane ticket to Vietnam and just do like a re-entry, like a border run.
Mhm.
But we decided like we don't really know much about Vietnam, so we probably shouldn't go all the way over there.
Well, also, apparently you can't just last minute go to Vietnam. You need to apply for a visa.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's an application. Sometimes it can be accepted same day.
That's
but
why we didn't go.
We didn't want to risk it. I was looking at everything. I was like, this is way too complicated. We should just pay to extend our visa. But yeah, so you guys, please remind us after this live stream. I don't think we'll forget. But we have to go to the immigration office and we have to extend our visa or else they will kick us out. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Wish I can come. Lincoln, you definitely need to come. That's cool. Just don't click on the footage. Do you pedal back to town or grab another taxi? We just pedal to town. Our Airbnb is not that far from the trails, and that's the really awesome thing. You guys should come to a pro GRT. We're going to try and make a couple of East Coast trips, so maybe a GRT next year. So many trails in Montana, I believe, Taylor. Taylor, we really want to come out there, so we're going to try and make it happen.
Yeah, we need to go East Coast, but it's a really long drive. And once we're over there, we're kind of committed to staying there for a while. So
John says raining for 10 days in NorCal.
Wow.
John, you already have the invite to come to Thailand.
Then you get 1 day off, and then it's going to be raining for another 10 days. Just watch.
The cool thing in NorCal is you can ride in the rain, but Benjamin, are you guys going to be there during Songkran?
When is that? We don't know anything about Thai holidays, to be honest.
I think that maybe New Year's, possibly.
Oh, is it?
But yeah.
Let us know.
Backyard Shredder in the house. Patrick White is in the house. How's it going?
Hey.
Happy biker sailing. I'm thinking about sailing to Thailand with bikes. Would be a real trip.
God.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Hoping someday you'll come to Ecuador. You never know, Marcelo. If you have a trip planned, let us know. If you have like info on the trails and whatnot, shoot over and we might come out there.
We do want to do South America as well as Asia. So
how do you guys edit stuff so fast? Other people seem to complain about how long it takes to edit. You just you gotta just force it. Like a lot of times
Mo's a machine. He can stay up like all night and then be ready the next day to just have a full day of like riding. Like you have so much energy. It's insane.
It's not energy. It's more of, it's like this motivation, just because I know like we're super fortunate to be in the position where we can work remotely.
True.
And we have this opportunity. So I just don't want to mess it up. And like, I realize like what we do is work. So like I could have another job where I'd have to work just as hard, but not be able to do this. So like, I just never want to take the opportunity for granted. So that's why I just kind of like grind and just kind of make it happen. But yeah, it's a lot of sleepless nights, like 2 hours sleep. Patrick, stop having so much fun and come back to the US. You know, we're not going to come back to the US because you guys, I don't know what happened with California, but someone broke the weather. I'm looking at the weather forecast and it's like 7 days straight rain in SoCal. That never happens.
Like 60 degrees, like what?
Yeah, so whoever broke the weather, if you can fix it, please let us know.
Maybe it was us. Maybe we need to come back home.
You think it? No. Maybe the weather misses us.
We're never coming back, you guys.
Trail Adventures. Yo, I'm in Thailand too. Welcome to the land of smiles.
Oh, cool.
Where in Thailand are you? Let's go ride bikes. Shred Bro, will you follow me back? We'll try to, but Shred Bro Incorporated, use highlights to leave it there. Oh, I should leave highlights. That's so smart. Congrats, Hannah. Third place.
Fourth place. And someone else asked, can you describe the top 3 racers in your group, how they looked? So the first place girl is actually from the PNW, and she's a crazy shredder. Her name's Ingrid. She's just a really, really fast girl. And then the second place was a girl named Chelsea, and she does a lot of like rampage lines in Utah. Like she just travels full time, kind of like us. But yeah, she's insane. She can do backflips. You can look her up. Chelsea Sends It. And then third place was Chelsea's friend, CJ. She works for 510. And she's also a crazy downhiller. So I'm pretty happy with fourth place. Yeah, they're really fast girls. They're all from the States, actually.
I think the really rad thing, though, was that one girl in your category, the one from Indonesia.
Oh, yeah. So she got 5th place. She's from Indonesia. I think she lives in Bali. That's probably where all the riding is, right?
Yeah. So it's funny. So basically in Indonesia, I guess that's where Polygon is based out of. And Polygon basically sent over their entire team. including their entire media team.
It's insane. They have so much money.
I don't know, like
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's where we started to realize how big mountain biking was in Indonesia. So I was media for us because Hannah was racing. So there's one of me on the Indonesia, the Polygon race team. They sent over 10 people for media, not racers, for media. So it was
drones, gimbals. Like one of the guys is like a sponsored Sony photographer / videographer. Like just like an insane team.
Yeah.
And then they showed you like their race highlight video.
Yeah. So basically, it's me versus them, and then we created like our little teaser for like the event, and I thought I was very proud of mine. Like I thought it was like really well shot. There was music. Like I thought I did a very good job. And then like my homie from Indonesia, he's all like, Mo, come here, let me show you this. And he shows me his like teaser that they put together. And
it's on.
Later, Lincoln. He's taking off.
Oh, see ya.
Bye. See you later,
it's
Lincoln.
on International Shanghai Enduro's Instagram.
Yeah.
You can look at it there.
So he's all like, "Let me show you my teaser." And keep in mind they also have editors. So like they have media people and editors. And he showed it to me, and I was mind blown. So many different angles, drones,
like insane, like crisp. Like just like buttery shots, like they were so good.
Yeah, it was literally insane. And then he's all like, "Let me see yours," and I was like, "Oh, mine's like I don't have mine. It's not." So like I was not gonna show him mine after seeing theirs. So moral of the story: Polygon in Indonesia, like good job, but there was no way I was gonna be able to compete with like their videos. Yeah. So. The cool thing is very friendly people, and they invited me and Hannah to Indonesia. So we're going there next. Yeah, sorry, I ramble a lot, but let me see. Will you follow me? Sorry. When will the race videos be up? They'll start going up tomorrow. That'll be like practice day 1. What are the bike stores like out here? It says unpaved. Can you rent a decent mountain bike?
There's no real mountain bike rentals. You kind of need to bring one unless you're going to do a tour.
Yeah.
Then they'll give you a bike to ride.
But just hit us up. I think we're going to talk to the mountain bike guide company out here, and we're going to start putting together packages for you guys to make it a little bit easier for people from America, the U.S., and other places to come visit. So stay tuned for that. Steve, you already described that. Songkran is Thai New Year. Oh yeah, it's a water fight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in is it in February? I think we might miss it, but we're gonna try to extend our stay.
Yeah. Trail Adventure, I'm in Kauto, quite a bit from you guys. Unfortunately, amazing place. We want to go see the island, so hopefully we'll come out there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Unpaved, congrats. Most kind of questions off the wall. Being as a town, I'm gonna demo the Trust Shout Fork. Have you ever thought about this itch? I trust. No pun, your opinion. So he's basically asking, what do we think of the Trust Fork? So if you want, shoot me an email too, and we can talk about that more. But basically, with the Trust Fork, I've seen it. I have felt it. Haven't taken it out for like an extended test ride. The fork feels really rad. I think one of the cooler parts of it is the stiffness. It definitely feels like a stiff fork. I'd be interested to see durability in terms of long term, but just right off the bat, the fork feels really rad. It definitely tracks really well.
I think the bigger question is it worth the price jump?
Is it worth the price jump right now? I don't know. It's tough because
I feel like you kind of need to demo it and like make your own decision about it. But
yeah, it's just like with stuff like that, it's always been like, why should I pay that much more for something? But at the same time, I have seen that the price has been coming down. And I think I just saw like a random post saying that they were having like a Black Friday sale. So like an additional $300 off, which I think brings the price pretty in comparison to other forks out there. I would say like for like $1,300, $1,200, you're starting to get to that price where, yeah, the fork performs really well. And I think the price can be justified. But yeah, it's one of those things where I really be long-term durability be a question.
I'd imagine they'd have a good warranty system in place, but
yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those things where it really like, if you have the money, I think it's a rad thing. I love playing around with new things. I think the fork does feel pretty well. But at the same time, do you want to I don't know. Like
it's a little bit of a chance.
It's a little bit of a chance too. Yeah.
It's just new technology.
And that's all like my whole thing with like bikes, even like before, like in the past, like with small companies that like were trying to make like a marketing push, even though the bikes like are really good, it's like how long is that company going to have the budget to, so I don't know, like I don't want to put down any small companies. I understand like small companies, like they're small for a little bit and then they become big. But yeah, so I would just try to like keep an eye on it. If you can't afford a second fork in case your fork was to break or something was to go wrong, I think that might start to play into, okay, is this potentially worth it? But I think performance-wise, money regardless, the Trust fork does feel really rad. It tracks really well, and it's very stiff. So it does everything that a fork should do. But yeah, I just think it's one of those like custom forks. But just letting you know. Polygon is like giant. They make bikes for other companies. Yeah, Polygon seems like a really big company. They had so much money to send people over here. But Taylor, you got my name right. I just love to meet and shred bikes with you too. Yeah, we need to shred with a lot of more people in the East. You said you're from Montana, right? So we want to make it out to Montana. The carbon linkage for it looks awesome. I just worry they will explode if you touch a rock. I've heard they're pretty durable. I heard that Trust forks are pretty durable, but like I said, just I don't know. I would be like curious from like a 1 year perspective. So like if you're just smashing that bike, how the thing's gonna perform. But
anything, like if you're smashing anything for a year, obviously it's gonna take something, right?
Yeah,
a little bit of a beating.
Lane is in the house. Okay, I think we have enough people to where I can start talking about my scooter crash. What did you think of the whole situation?
I thought you were being a baby.
What do you mean I was being a baby? Well,
actually, I felt really, really bad for you. And then you took off the bandages, and I was like, "That's it."
What do you? Okay, so basically, in the race, they gave all of the media team scooters, and you also had a scooter driver. So the way that's my coffee. Thank you very much.
But I need it more.
So yeah, basically, they're like full-on scooter. Someone's asking for the size. How many cc?
It's probably like 150.
150 maybe. It was like a pretty good-sized scooter, and you get a personal driver too. And basically, you just hop on the scooter. They take you from stage to stage, and that's your method of transportation. I'm not the most like when it comes to trust. It's very hard for me to trust someone else to do something. And especially like drive a scooter. And man, this is where like I should have listened to my instinct. So I rode one a day before the crash happened. I was on the back of a driver, and I kept thinking to myself, this feels very unsafe. I don't think I would want, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. But also in my head, I was telling myself, like, Mo, you're being paranoid. Hannah could say this. Like, I'm a pretty paranoid person.
You're the most paranoid person I know.
Yeah,
like you call it like being cautious, but I call it paranoid. Like you're being paranoid. Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, Mo, like Hannah would tell you to stop being a baby. Just embrace the culture. You don't want to be rude. This is how they get around. I was riding shotgun. I was on the back. And so the first day, it was like, okay, I don't trust this. But so here comes race day. I need to walk from stage 5 to stage 6. And as I'm walking, I see the scooter media team, and I'm like, okay, I'll take a ride. So I get on the back, and right off the back, I'm like, man, this does not feel good. Like the suspension is bottoming out. We're on like fire roads.
Steep fire roads.
Steep fire roads too, yeah. So the suspension is bottoming out. Like I'm like.
And how big was the guy up front?
The guy's like half my size. So he's like 140 pounds.
And how good do you think those brakes were?
Brakes weren't that great, I could tell. And also, like, homie, I don't know, like, I don't think he was used to having 200 pounds on the back.
Those brakes weren't used to it either.
Yeah, we start going downhill, and he's twitching. And I'm like, this doesn't feel that safe. But I'm like, Mo, you're being paranoid. This is how people in Thailand get around.
But people in Thailand are around 200 pounds. They're not 200 pounds. They're 200 pounds combined.
And then the pavement, like we start going onto dirt, and he's flying downhill. Like he's going pretty fast. And I'm like, dude, hit the brakes. Like, we don't need to go this fast. Like,
he was hitting the brakes.
he probably, and I kept seeing him and he was twitching and he was on the brakes. And then we come into the corner. And I was like, this doesn't feel good. And sure enough, homie washes out. So front tire skids, we slammed to the ground. The scooter fell on my leg. So he was able to get out, but the scooter fell onto my leg. So I was stuck under the scooter.
You're so freaking lucky that it fell on the right or the left side instead of the right.
Yeah.
Because if that exhaust would have hit your leg, you would have got such a big burn.
Yeah. So so I was all like, yo, my leg. Because like I'm like, if this thing, like, I was just worried. And so he like picks the scooter, like gets the scooter out. I'm able to get my foot out. In my head, I was like, shoot, did I like break something? Or because the thing was pretty wild, like it was a loud thud. Phil Atwell was actually pedaling up the fire road and he heard the thud and he's like, what the hell is that? And then he comes and he sees us both on the ground. Someone asking, did I get road rash, Zelane? Sounds like he didn't know what he was doing. I don't think he was used to having someone that big back there. So long story short, somehow I didn't break any bones. The scooter did not crush my leg. I got a couple of good like cuts, like all across like my knee and whatnot, but like for the most part, pretty unscathed. The best part of the story is the guy gets back on the scooter. The driver got out because you were bigger. Yeah, I probably took most of the, I would think that I took most of the damage. But yeah, so the best part of the story is he was super apologetic. He was like, sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, I should do the accent.
It's not even, it's like sounds in India.
Yeah, but so super apologetic. And then I was all like, no, it's okay. So I'm limping at this point, walking. And then he gets back on the scooter and he comes up. He's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, get back on. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I am okay. I will walk.
You definitely would have crashed again. If you
got back and he's like, no. Come back on. It's okay. I feel so bad. Get back on. And I'm like, homie, like, I am good. You're okay. Thank you so much. I'm not getting back on that scooter. I will never get back on a scooter again, like ever again.
That was a really like extreme like condition though. Like you were going down a steep fire road. Like if you just go on one in the city, like you're fine.
Yeah. I will say he did offer for me to drive, but I was like, dude, I want to walk. I'm really over this. I shouldn't have been on the scooter. Your mom's in the house.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Martha. Everyone say hi to Hannah's mom. She's Martha Binder. I'd say, well, sorry, don't heal this wound, buddy. Yeah. So in all honesty, though, I was so lucky that I didn't snap my ankle or snap my hip or get a huge burn mark. And it was a really good story at the end of the day. Yeah. But I think
the funny part was when you went over to the medics and you told me that they tried to send you to the hospital because they didn't want to clean it. And then this guy who's actually here for the race, like his son was here.
Yeah.
And he is a firefighter and he actually cleaned Mo's wound. So that was pretty nice of that guy.
Yeah. So when the paramedics here were cleaning it, they saw dirt inside the wound because it was a pretty good cut in my palm. And they couldn't get the dirt out. So they're like, it's okay. We'll take you to the hospital and then they can clean it in the hospital. And I'm like, hell no. Like, I do not want to go to a hospital here. I'm sure it's amazing, but I would.
There's just no need for it.
I was like, I rarely go to the hospital in the US. I don't really want to go to the hospital here. And basically, like Hannah mentioned, someone was a firefighter. And I was like, dude, come here and clean this, please. And so he was able to clean it out.
Yeah, I should have got mine cleaned. Actually.
Oh yeah, dude, and look at Hannah's cut. If you guys can see that, she didn't even crash during her race.
Yeah, at the end of stage 6, on the second day, it's so embarrassing. But I didn't crash during the race. I crashed at the finish line. Right after my chip was red, I like completely washed out because I didn't have enough time to slow down. And everyone was like looking, like seeing my wound, like asking me like, oh, what happened? You crashed on your race? I was like, no, not quite. It's kind of embarrassing. I wish there was a better story to it, but no, I just crashed right after.
Yeah.
I was just tired.
Both of us got a little cut up from the race, even though I wasn't racing. So I really do think that was probably one of my scariest and also dumbest crashes. That why, Martha, you look more like a sister rather than oh, Lane's trying.
Thank you, Lane. She's happily married. I'm sorry, Lane.
Cell phone nut says Polygon champ. So how much is Mo's Hannah going to be stronger? Oh, how much is is Hannah going to be stronger?
I don't get it.
How much stronger are you going to be than the Polygon team? They're actually really fast.
No, they're really good.
Yeah, the Polygon team is like pretty mental. So
I think the only reason why the 5th place girl who's part of that team didn't beat me is because she's more of a downhiller.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was hitting like all of the gaps, which is just like insane because some of those gaps were huge. But the only reason why I think she didn't beat me was because of the uphills, because she's more of a downhiller. But yeah.
Yeah. The other thing too with the Polygon team, their bikes are so dialed. They love this sport. So like they just really all like have really impressive, expensive bikes. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty like eye-opening to see, which is really rad. The cool thing is we do have a bike check video for you guys. So it's going to be like the bikes of Thailand. Enduro. And so basically I went around and I filmed everyone. They talked a little bit about their bikes. So you'll be able to see what they're actually racing out here, which I think is pretty cool. Simon's in the house. What's going on, Simon? Where's Luke? Unpaid, glad to hear you okay. I think we're all glad that I'm okay. Except Hannah. Hannah wasn't sympathizing with me very much.
Because I know it probably hurts a lot, but it really doesn't look that bad.
It was more of the trauma of the crash.
It honestly could have been like 100 times worse. Like you got out so lucky.
Yeah. So Bike to Top says wise choice not to get back on. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what the guy was thinking. Like, why would I get back on with you, dude? Everyone's saying hi to your mom. Trail Adventures. You should ride your own scooter. It's pretty easy, even on the Fireworks. MTB skills transfer surprisingly well. So I really do want to ride a scooter when we're out here. I'm just so worried about getting pulled over for not having a license.
Yeah.
Even though everyone gets pulled over, so it's only like a 500 baht fine.
An international license, but to have an international license that'll work with the scooter, you obviously have to get a motorcycle license, and we don't have motorcycle licenses in the U.S.
Someone says you banned Luke, but he's here. We banned him permanently. I don't think we banned him permanently.
He's permanently banned? Well, he can just make another YouTube account.
That's weird. I don't feel like we permanently banned him.
We didn't permanently ban him.
I don't think we did.
That's not even a thing.
I don't think you can permanently ban someone. But if so, sorry, Luke.
Luke, just make another channel.
You should ride. Oh, yeah. Faster, sorry. Oh, how much faster? Yeah. Oh, so we're someone's saying he's permanently banned. Apparently we permanently banned Luke. I don't feel like we did, but you should definitely rent a scooter.
We're worried we're gonna get addicted to it, and then we're just gonna get tickets after tickets.
Yeah, if we start getting ticket after ticket, that's gonna suck. But well, he cannot comment. R.I.P.
Well, that's probably for the better.
So in terms of what we're doing next here, so the race is over, which I think was really rad. Like I said, I think this is also probably gonna be news to your mom if she's still here.
Oh yeah, stay tuned. Stay here, Mom.
Yeah, so
listen.
Basically, I think we're gonna cancel our return trip, which isn't really a big deal. Our tickets were so cheap to get here that doesn't really matter too much. Why are you guys in Thailand? Church mission trip or something?
Church mission.
No, so it's actually Thailand. So as crazy as it sounds, we were told it was gonna be pretty crazy. Like nice, and we didn't believe it until we got here. And like I said, I think we're going to be canceling our return trip, and we're probably going to stay in Asia until the end of February, early March. Will Hannah be joining Polygon's race team? Most likely.
That's actually allowed to. I'm not from Indonesia.
But we will be riding with the Polygon race team. So they invited us to Indonesia. That's their home country. So we're going to go there. We're going to make a bunch of videos in Endo. We're also going to go to Taiwan. We got some invitations to come out there, check out some factories. And then also, I think we're just going to do a lot more riding here in Chiang Mai because like I said, it is insane out here. So I think we've both been enjoying it a lot.
It's definitely not a hellhole. there's definitely a big like wealth, what is it, disparity. Like there's definitely really, really wealthy people and some people who are living in like extreme like poor conditions. But in the cities it's amazing. I don't know. There's so many expats here.
Yeah, like I said, like Hannah was saying, Chiang Mai in particular, like we had our doubts, but we can confidently say, like, if any of you guys come out here, it will be one of the most amazing cycling trips of your life.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the food is really cheap. The people are so friendly. The trails are amazing. Like insanely steep downhill trails, enduro trails, free ride trails. They have everything. Like I said, the shuttle from the top to the bottom, if you were to do a full run, it's about 30 to 45 minutes of pure downhill from top to bottom, no pedaling. Lane's asking, are we off-road cyclists? We're both off-road and on-road. So we have our road bikes as well. The road riding out here is next level. You have the Thai national team here, the Australian national team here.
So many like pro teams come here just for training, and they like everyone who comes here for road cycling is just like, this place is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's like the new like France. Like it's just, the roads are beautiful.
Yeah. Coconut smoothies. Coconuts are $1. $1 for a fresh coconut. A plate of food is like $2. So like it's mental. And like I know like we're talking a lot. Okay, scheduling flight now. I'll just crash with you guys. Yeah, totally. It's totally fine. I can't say enough great things about this place. If you're out there and you're trying to figure out what your next mountain bike trip is, make it Thailand. You won't regret it. I've been to Whistler the last 5 years in a row, and I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably a better trip than Whistler, as crazy as that sounds.
Overall, I would say the riding in Whistler is definitely obviously like more developed. It's better riding, but the riding in Thailand definitely can compete with a lot of really popular like destinations in the States.
Yeah, and in Whistler, like the riding is amazing. Don't get me wrong, I do love going out there. The people like in Whistler, like who really is a Whistler local? I know like 3 people that I've met that like are actually Whistler locals. So like, I don't know, here you get the culture, the cheap food, which you're not going to get in Whistler. Like cheap food and Whistler don't go in the same sentence.
I think it's a better trip for families to come here. Like if you're on a budget or something as well.
But even shredders, like the downhill trails here are insane. They're so steep and technical, and I don't know. I'm definitely stoked on this place. I'm frothing. And if you shoot us an email, we'll tell you guys like exactly where to go, exactly where to stay. So yeah. Taylor's saying you guys should go to Keystone, Colorado this summer and ride bike parks. We want to go to Colorado. I feel like that's something I can't believe we haven't done yet. This summer, I think is the time. So
someone's asking about the trail ratings. So the trail ratings I feel like are a little bit like higher. Like double black is actually really, really gnarly.
And where?
Here, don't you think? Because that one trail we rode, like G's trail is a blue, but it feels like a black.
Oh, someone asking about the trail ratings?
Yeah. So just if you can only ride blue trails and you don't really want to ride black trails, just know that they're pretty true to what they are.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
If anything, they're like harder.
But the cool thing too is there's like not too many places, like the trails, even though they're steep, they're very loamy and they're very bushy. Yeah. So if you've ever ridden Santa Cruz, you'll know that like the loam is really good. So trails can be a little bit steeper because you do have control. Are there blue trails as well? And yeah, like Hannah was saying, there are blue trails. So don't worry too much about that. Michael, dude, thank you so much for the $6 super chat. Here's 3 coconuts apiece. Gotta go later, guys.
Yes,
we're gonna get coconuts today. Cell phone is saying, I was so intrigued on how Tracy and her brothers have been working so hard for Polygon and made it happen. Hats off to Polygon supporting such an awesome team.
Oh, Tracy Hannah rides for Polygon?
I think so, yeah. Honestly, like, and they're so into the sport. Like, they're so supportive. It felt like a family environment from the Polygon race team. And then one of them is a YouTuber. And this is where we realize how big mountain biking is in Indonesia. Is he only had like 9,000 subscribers. We're going to do a video with him, so you'll see his channel. But like each video had like 11,000 views. and they were
really good.
And when I asked them, I was like, dude, who's your viewers? Like, that's a lot for like the subscriber count. And the videos he was making weren't like generic videos. They were just like him riding.
Mm-hmm.
And he said they're all Indonesians. And I was like, dude, that's so insane. Yeah. And they were just saying that the riding community in Indonesia is so big. So we're going to Indonesia. Luke says you should just cancel, just don't come back. Luke, that's why Luke is permanently banned. Who else? Shred Bro should follow him. We're going to try and follow Shred Bro. Awesome. Glad you two put my homeland on the map for mountain biking. Which one is your homeland, Indonesia or Thailand?
But probably Thailand.
Yeah. Dude, Thailand, amazing mountain biking.
We need to get more people out here. It's amazing.
Yeah. So keep in mind too that like we're gonna talk to the mountain bikers out here and the mountain bike trail guides, and we're gonna try and start putting together like more trips for people. Like so if you want to come out here, stay tuned. We're gonna try and like figure out like packages to where they can like provide, because I think one of the toughest things for traveling is the bike aspect. So we're going to try and figure out if like basically put together exactly how to come here so your trip just goes like that super smoothly. So stay tuned for that video. And then you'll have a lot more information on how to come out here. But yeah.
And I guess for reference too, you can do a week trip here for probably like $1,000 a person, including like flight, which is insane.
Yeah. So definitely keep in mind. The other thing too is we might also be going to Australia. So if you guys have any information on mountain biking in Australia, definitely let us know, because we want to come out there and have some fun.
Yeah, if you're from Australia too, let us know and tell us where to ride, and hopefully we can ride with you as well.
Yeah. Rainbow Harvest. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Mo. How you doing? It's okay. Let's see. What's going on with the pallet wall behind you guys?
Idea.
Yeah, check this out, you guys. Oh, coffee.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
We don't know where we are right now.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, the person who owns this Airbnb,
so eclectic. Like there's so much random shit in this room.
Yeah.
Like, it's hilarious.
I don't know what's actually going on inside it most of the time, but it's really weird.
It's what we need it to be. So
Charlie is saying durian rider.
No.
So it's definitely one of those where if you
stay away.
If you Google durian rider, some interesting things come up. I don't want to get into that side. Never met him. The people, apparently he is like a legend here. So like anytime we go into a bike shop or anything, they normally ask us like, oh, like, do you know Durian Rider? Because he's a big YouTuber cyclist. So yeah, we're gonna move the conversation a little bit, but
thankfully he's not in Thailand right now.
Yeah, there is a lot of YouTuber cyclists that live here.
Are we married? No, we're engaged. And I don't know when we plan on getting married. I'm only 21, so I'm not really in a rush.
Maybe in Thailand. I don't know.
Maybe in Thailand.
Mo, can you ride a unicycle? I can't, but I did this really sketchy wheelie. I don't know if you guys like the Instagram. Yeah.
That's new for you.
Another
sketchy wheelie.
Very sketchy, because like I was wheeling down a hill and then I saw a red taxi and I was like, I can probably just like sneak by him. And I did. Probably a horrible decision. I probably should have put the front wheel down. Melissa Hall says she's late. Oh, don't worry. We're going to be here.
It all. No, I'm kidding.
John.com. Mo and Hannah, what is up?
John?
Dude, how are you doing?
How's
life in San Clemente? Great time. Hope to meet you guys someday on the trail. Create your adventures. We're gonna try. We're probably not gonna be in trails in the U.S. for a while, maybe until March. So hopefully you'll come out here. Lane, you guys have great chemistry.
Aww, Thanks
so much. We appreciate it. Does anyone have any questions for us from this trip? Questions about where we're going? Like we mentioned, we're going to be going to Australia, Indonesia, Taiwan.
Those aren't set in stone.
Not set in stone.
We're going to go eventually. We don't know what we're going to do this trip, but we're trying to extend our stay. That's the first step.
Yeah. Well, basically we're shooting until March. So if you guys have any good ideas, definitely let us know. OMG, guys, you're going to get the key to Thai. LOL. It's this Airbnb is definitely interesting. So yeah, I think we're gonna get our own apartment here too. So for those of you that don't know, yeah, the cost of rent here for an apartment is about $150 a month, which not that expensive. So I think we're just gonna have an apartment here all year. So definitely let us know if you guys are going to Thailand. Okay, I'm looking at flights. What part of Thailand am I going to?
You can fly into Bangkok. It'll be a little bit cheaper.
Don't
but
fly into Bangkok.
We don't recommend it.
Spend a little bit more money and fly into Chiang Mai.
Because if you fly into Bangkok, you're stuck on an overnight train or an overnight bus.
I would rather get back on that scooter that I crashed on and have him be my personal scooter driver than take the overnight train again from Bangkok to Thailand.
It was pretty awful, to be honest.
Lane, will you guys pick me up there, right? Of course. We'll send our personal show.
We have a car here, so.
Our trails on Trail Forks. They are on Trail Forks here. So yeah, if you guys want, there's Trail Forks.
Most of them are.
Yeah, a lot of them too. It's really interesting. They're like the trails here are just in the middle of people's backyards. So like you'll just be like riding down the fire road to get to a trail, and you'll like see someone pop out of like their little village, and you'll be like, "Whoa, what was that?" So
yeah, there's a lot of like villages up in the mountains, so you'll be riding along and you'll just see like a shack and it's someone's home, which is pretty crazy.
You kind of feel rude because like
it does a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, maybe I shouldn't be here.
But if you do pass the village, be sure to stop and buy a coffee. Yeah, support the village. That was a big thing with the race, which I thought was really cool. So the race, the ceremony was actually in Humong village, which is one of the closer villages to the city, but it's still all the way on the top of the mountain. And we spent a lot of money there buying coffee because the coffee there is amazing. There's there's actually like coffee plantations, and yeah, they harvest coffee up there and strawberries, and it's really amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a cultural experience for sure. So highly recommend it. And like the other cool thing with the trails out here is when you are riding, you go through so many different like ecosystems. So there's like the jungle, there's like stuff that's very clay like Sedona. There's rocky terrain. So, and it's all in like one run. You'll go through like 4 or 5 different ones. So yeah, definitely pretty rad, really cool experience overall. Flying, I missed a lot of comments. Sorry guys. Okay, you guys, by top. Maybe you want to sell your van and move to Thailand instead. The cool thing is we don't really need to. I feel like both living in Thailand and living in a van are pretty affordable lifestyles. Yeah. So I think our van will be our home in the US, and our apartment will be our home in Thailand. And what do we get in Canada?
The van. With a heater, hopefully we can afford to buy a heater this winter.
Yeah, we really need a heater for the van.
Even in the summer, it's freezing.
Lane says, him and Simon are coming. We might need a bigger Airbnb. Yeah, we're probably gonna need like one with 2 rooms.
You can just get 2 rooms or two Airbnbs.
Shredbro says, how much is the van for sale? We're not gonna sell the van, you guys, but definitely send us offers because we want to buy a bigger van.
Yeah.
Our goal for 2020, I think, was to get the Sprinter 170. So yeah.
But we don't want to build it.
We don't want to build it.
You guys saw how it worked out for us last
We can just be Paul and be lazy and get someone to build it for us.
Our single track player.
I'm sorry, if you don't build your own van, it's not considered, I don't know.
No, I mean, I don't want to build the van.
Yeah, but like part of the whole thing with van life is like actually putting, I don't know, you feel so much, you feel like the van is yours when you build it.
I think a cool thing for us would be to get help with it.
Yeah.
Because we aren't carpenters. It's difficult, you guys. You
know? I think getting help, but there's one thing with getting help and one thing with just getting your whole van built out. It takes away from the van life experience. I don't know.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them for sure. It's definitely not easy. But I don't know. I just think there is something to building your own van. I don't know.
It's like buying a house or building a house.
Well, then it goes into that whole thing with like, are people doing like, there's like a segment of YouTube van life that like they're obviously van lifing just to be part of that van life YouTube scene.
Just for the likes, the Instagram likes and the YouTube views.
There's been some of people that we watch, like van life YouTubers, we've seen them like be van life YouTubers and then like pretend to live in the van full time, and then you like follow them and then you realize they've had an apartment the whole time. Yeah. And you're like, why are you pretending to be homeless?
Which is fine. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, van life isn't really the most glorious thing. Like, it's not great.
Yeah.
100% of the time, but like, at least be honest about it.
Yeah, show your pee buckets or your pee bottles.
But no one wants to see that.
Man, there's a lot of people coming. You guys, come, bring everyone. Yeah.
Literally come, yes.
We'll show anyone around.
And then when you come and you realize how amazing it is, tell all your friends to come too, because we need to get more mountain bikers here. It's just going to help the riding scene even more.
Flying Tire Shred Bro is a cool name. I think I'd be happy if I bought the van knowing that you built the van and there's no cockroaches in it. Yeah, you know, that's one thing. If you want to buy our van, definitely let us know. We are open to offers.
It might need a little bit of help though.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I mean, maybe not kidding.
I don't know. I think our first van was definitely a learning experience, but it's got a lot of
we did some things right. Like the installation is really good. The electrical is really good. But the carpentry just needs a little bit of help.
We're trying to convince people to buy our van. It's a really nice van.
The electrical and installation is really good. I don't know. And the van itself is good. So if you want to buy it, you might have to do a little bit more reconstruction with the carpentry. That's all.
Unpaved says our flights are booked. Good. We're looking forward. In all honesty, though, it's like, you know, and Martha, if you are in here, Martha Binder, Hannah's mom,
Marty.
It's like we're trying to get our parents to come here, and I don't think they're taking us seriously with how great this place are.
They aren't, and I've seen so many expats, and they're literally like my parents. Like the expats here are literally my parents. They would love it here.
Yeah, it honestly, like,
you can live as nicely as you want here or as cheaply as you want here. Like it's amazing. You can live a really good lifestyle here.
Yeah, so you guys come out here. We're happy to take you around. And Martha Binder, if you are watching this, Hannah's mom, you guys need to come here. Like, it is hands down one of the best places we've ever been in our lives.
I don't know. I feel like we sound like a broken record at this point. But
Lane says flight is booked. I'm arriving to Bangkok at 10:46 a.m. terminal. No, I don't believe it.
No, you're not.
And just to let you know, we don't have that personal chauffeur. HMTB, my buddies are flying to Chiang Mai this weekend, but bad. It's not for biking. It's a bummer. You should have come out here.
Well, it's still fun even if you don't have your bikes. It's still an amazing city.
Flying Tiger pretending to be homeless, the pinnacle of human achievement. Yeah, I don't get it. Like this whole kind of like, I don't know. It's like van life kind of taking off and becoming this cool thing. And then it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like with van life taking off and then like so many van life YouTube channels popping up.
It sets such a weird expectation for like how we should be living van life too. Like people, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, especially with like now there's like all these companies too building vans and like everyone's getting like their van professionally built out. It's so unrealistic and it takes away from like the experience of van life, because then people assume that you need like this like big $70,000 build out when like I feel like one of the most important things about van life was to make you free to like do
not
things.
More in debt than you were when you lived in an apartment. Like
so I've lived in vans with like no build out whatsoever and just like a small cot.
But hey, if you have the money, like we're not judging you.
Yeah,
like, do it, like, you know.
I just think there should be more like not professional van life YouTube channels. Like just show I think one of the coolest things about van life is giving yourself the ability to just travel all over and just have a great time, which I guess most of those people wouldn't even document their life because I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Most cool van lifers don't have a YouTube channel. Yeah. Like Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's cool.
Garrett's really cool. We have a buddy. His Instagram is like Garrett C. Ryan. If you guys want to go check it out, I think I'm following him. Amazing like van lifer, not on YouTube. And yeah, so I think like the coolest YouTuber, the coolest van lifers don't have YouTube channels. So
yeah, they're just kind of
just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And if you see someone that like documenting the entire YouTube channel or van life experience on YouTube, not saying that it's fake, 90% of the time,
it's polished.
It's polished for sure. Like that's not van life. Van life is struggling. Van life is peeing in a bucket. Van life is hating where you live 50% of the time, like the fact that you live in a van. But
being fortunate for it and like yeah.
But then also having an amazing time in like all these cool places and meeting all these cool people and experiencing all these cool adventures. And I think that's what van life is. So yeah, van life is the experience. It's not the actual home. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just that's our little van life rant. So people, unreal. I made it. Oh, Wes is in the house. What's going on, Wes? Trying to keep up with the chat, but definitely a struggle, but the reward is amazing. Yeah, that's like, I think that's the whole, and I think people don't do a good job of documenting that part. Like, I think the coolest YouTube channel that was van life would be like actually showing how much it sucks and then opening the door and showing how beautiful of a place like the place is.
People don't really like to watch reality.
Yeah.
Like even reality TV isn't reality. Like
yeah. So if you're out there and you want to live in a van, just know you don't need a professional build. You don't need a $70,000 build. You don't need any of that stuff. Like the more miserable you make it, the more of a van lifer you are. And that's the other thing with like calling, like that's why I don't know. I don't necessarily like to call myself a van lifer or call us a van lifers. We just like, we're mountain bikers, and the way we're able to mountain bike so much is we live in a van. I don't know. I guess the term van life has been kind of ruined a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been commercialized, which is weird because that's not what van life should be. I don't know. I don't know if that's making any sense. The whole point of van life YouTube channel is to sell the dream to people hating 9-to-5 dead end job. Yeah. Totally. But like, it just gets tricky too. Cause like if you fake it too much, which I think is being done on some like van life YouTube channels, it kind of sets this false expectation in what van life is. And then when people like move into the van and they realize it's not as glamorous as they make it out to be.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I struggled with. Like when we were building the van, I had such like grand expectations of how I wanted the van to look, how professional I wanted to look, like how nice I wanted to look. But in reality, making a van that nice, you have to either have really good like carpentry skills, you have to be a really skilled like carpenter really, or you have to have a lot of money, and it's just like it's not a reality for many people. So yeah, so just can't get wrapped up in those YouTube videos basically is what I'm saying. Van life is a means to live your life the way you want to live it. So I think that's like a really cool part about van life. Someone's asking, have you heard of Forestry Forest? No, we'll have to check out his YouTube channel. And honestly, shout out to all the homies doing van life in Canada. I personally have a few friends that live in Canada and they live in vans. You guys are nuts. Like, I would not be able to live in the cold. The crazy thing is some of those vans up there actually have chimneys, which is pretty insane. Yeah, it's insane. That just takes like a whole another level of expertise. Like you have to really know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, like you're putting a chimney in a van. Better pay someone. Yeah, I don't know. I would not want to be in a van that had a chimney that malfunctioned. Even like a heater, a propane or a diesel heater. That's a whole nother thing too. Keenan's in the house. What's going on, Keenan? So apparently a lot of people have seen Forestry Forest. We'll have to check his channel out. Who's my favorite YouTube van lifer? Do we even watch them anymore? I don't think we watch, just because we realized they were all fake. It's just hard to watch. Yeah. I don't know. It just sets unrealistic expectations for sure. You guys need to live at Seth's house for a year or so. I don't think that's in the picture. The same people that live in vans are the same people that vape and use hashtags. Yeah, it's really, I don't know. It's a really interesting scene. That's why I've kind of like started to distance myself a little bit from the van life scene, just because it got so weird, especially when I found out like some of them were living in apartments
and like I don't know, they had like basically full on homes, but they were like telling people that they lived in the van full time. And I was all like, that's not really realistic.
We don't really care what they do. They can do whatever
they can do whatever they want, yeah.
But it's just not something we're really interested in watching or entertaining anymore. I don't know.
The crazy thing is, I wonder how many people do van life in Thailand. That's like,
no one.
Yeah. There are some amazing vans here. They have the Toyota Hayachi.
Yeah.
And that would be an amazing van to convert. So maybe we'll start doing van life in Thailand.
No. It's too hot.
It is really hot.
Van life here.
Seth will be driving a Ferrari soon.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. Seth's doing an amazing job with this channel.
Probably getting the Tesla truck like Daily MTV rider.
Yeah, that Tesla truck.
What is up with that thing?
I don't know.
Talk about that for a second. Like, let us know how you feel about that, because I'm so torn
by the Tesla truck.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to push like the future like too hard right now.
Oh well, it's because that van is coming out in the future. Like it's not available for 3 years.
3 years.
And I'm sorry, but I had some friends who also bought the Tesla truck.
Made a deposit.
You didn't buy a Tesla truck. Like for everyone like that's saying like I bought the Tesla truck. You made $100 refundable deposit.
I didn't even know that until you told me.
Yeah, no one actually bought the Tesla truck. Like, so I don't know. I think it's really funny that I had a lot of friends posting it, and I think some people were posting it as a little bit of like a status symbol. Some people were posting it because like it's in the moment and like it's like.
And some people actually think it's really cool, and I bet it's a really cool truck.
I think it's really cool. Like I would definitely buy one.
I have to admit, the look is just, it's too much. I don't know.
But just letting you know, if no one bought a Tesla truck. People put $100 refundable deposits that are easily refundable down on a Tesla truck that's supposed to be delivered in 3 years.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how many. I should screenshot them all. But I'm curious to know like how many people who actually follow through with their purchase. I don't know. Also, in 3 years, there's probably going to be a lot other like electronic trucks. But I'm a fan of Elon. I think Teslas look really rad. I think we would buy Teslas if we needed real cars. Yeah.
Who wouldn't though? I mean,
Flying Tiger.
Don't like Tesla.
That's the kind of truck Elon's mom had when he was a kid on Mars.
Yeah, seriously, what the heck?
Yeah, imagine pulling up to a trailhead with that truck. I think it's so ugly, but my mountain bike things are half and half. I don't have any friends with that kind of money. Looks like a doorstop. There are 3 built, each worth over 100 million right now.
And they're prototypes, or are they like full production? That's crazy.
They definitely need to work on the prototypes though. Like I watched like you guys all saw the windows cracking when they threw the rocks at it, which in all honesty, I feel like it was, so here's conspiracy theory Mo. I think the windows broke on purpose.
Like they wanted to make commotion.
Yeah, because like just think about it. Like say they threw the rocks at the windows and they didn't break, it would just be like another test and like it would kind of go on. But so the windows broke, and then all of a sudden you had all of these memes, all of this like news, of this like,
even without the windows breaking, like the car's already a meme. Like look at it.
Yeah, but I personally think that like that whole thing was staged and those windows were supposed. Because come on, like they invented a truck that like you can smash and it wouldn't dent. The front window didn't shatter. There was like all of this crazy things, and then the side windows broke so easily. They showed it backstage when the windows didn't break. I don't know. I could also be, like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I just think from a marketing perspective, I think it was good that the windows. Yeah,
it's good to question things like that. Like sometimes, yeah.
Like I just think it's really good when things go wrong because they get that much more attention. As weird as that sounds. So, yeah. But can they withstand the temperature of space? I don't know, because I think we're going to space soon.
Lane's asking about our political spectrum. I don't think we're Republicans. I don't think we're Democrats.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into that.
Yeah.
We're not super politically inclined, but we definitely don't lean really far right, and we definitely don't lean really far left.
And the other crazy thing with politics, too, is like we're here in Thailand, right? Maybe it's because we don't Yeah, actually, never mind. That
Don't
was
get
pretty
into-
stupid.
You're getting into murky water.
Well, no, I was gonna say
know.
that like they don't talk about politics that much here, but we also don't speak Thai, so we're not sure if they're talking about Thai. So that was pretty dumb. But yeah.
Everyone here hates Trump. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Oh my
They always
god.
ask us about it. They're like, "Do you like Trump?"
It's
Like,
almost
no.
it's almost uncomfortable. So like politics aside, normally like the first thing people do is they go where where are you from? And you'll say like United States, and they go oh, and they go Trump. And, like the first thing out of their mouth is always like Trump, and then we go oh yeah like Trump is the president, and then they go boo, and we're like oh
well,
okay.
they usually try to figure out if we actually like Trump or not.
I don't think so. I think they go straight to the.
It depends.
It depends.
Sometimes they ask, and then we're like, "Oh, big mistake."
And
mistake.
then Trump, and then they're just all like Trump down, and then we're like, oh okay, and then they'll go. They go.
Maybe you should stop talking. 10,000 people have just unsubscribed if you say your
opinion. Yeah, but then they'll go Obama, and they start smiling, and then we're just all like, this is so weird. And
right?
It's literally like that's happened to us at least 20 times. Like they all they know is Trump and Obama, which is the weirdest thing because you wouldn't think that they would keep up with our politics.
Someone says it's fashionable to dislike America here in Asia. I feel like it's fashionable to dislike America everywhere.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like they're all they know is they know Trump and Obama. Like they haven't talked about like any other presidents in the past. So that's normally the conversation how it goes here. And like we won't even talk politics with them. Like they'll just bring it up, which is and then they show us pictures like we don't know their names. And we're like, no, we know how they look, but like they just pull up pictures on their phone and they show it to you and they go Trump and they go Obama. So really, really interesting. Was it expensive to fly your bikes to Thailand? It was free. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, we'll see on the way back as well, but
don't
definitely disassembled those bikes and got them in those cases.
Bike to the top. Don't start with politics unless you want to ruin your channel. Yeah, I don't think politics and mountain biking go hand in hand.
We really aren't very political though, so
yeah,
we won't talk about it too much.
Unless there's a world war, people like to diss America. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like
People make fun of us for being American.
People make fun of us for being American.
Australian like people, and then they were like making fun of us for being Americans. Like we don't like that doesn't tell you like who we are as a person. Like we didn't have a choice of where we were born. And I
have noticed that too. Like Hannah was saying, foreigners, like people, like she was saying the Australians, and then there was people from Belgium. And we told them that we were American, and then they started like laughing at us because we were Americans, and it was kind of rude.
Is racist the word or like nationalist? Like what would be the term?
Yeah. So I guess that's I don't know if it's considered racism, but like I don't know. It's really interesting because like that's our first time experiencing people not liking us because we're Americans,
just because of the way we were born.
Yeah,
really, that's what it is.
So I'm not sure. Is that considered racism or nationalism, or I'm not sure what that's considered. It's probably not racism, but yeah. So, I feel like Thai people not so much. Thai people will just bring up the presidents and they say Trump, Obama. But like other people from other countries, like especially Belgium, Germany.
That is true. We do have a lower level of education.
It's assumed Americans have a low level education.
All the kids here know like 3 languages. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We know. I know 1. Mo knows 2.
But yeah, it's really interesting. Especially, I feel like Belgium and Germany, they really look down on us. So like we've heard them say like, oh, like you guys like it's so easy for you. All you know is English, and everyone knows English. Like not like you guys don't learn that much. And we're like, that wasn't our fault. Like
we didn't have a choice.
You only have to speak English.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you guys are like, it's so easy for you. Traveling's like not even tough.
You have so much travel privilege, which is true. I mean, but most people who are, or not most people, but people who are born in Europe learn English as their second language, unless English is already their home language. Like English is just a very widespread language. You know?
And so, and like a lot of people, it's weird. Like I thought that people would want to come to the US. I love the US. Like we have like the Moab, we have the PNW, we have the East Coast. So like in my eyes, like I'm thinking like America's like a pretty rad place to travel to. But like we'll tell people like you should come to America, and they'll be like, no, like I don't want to go. And it's just like this weird kind of like,
We
yeah,
are
so,
in America. I know we are definitely in a bubble because
yeah.
it's harder to get to other countries than it is for other countries to travel to other countries. Like our country is just so big,
Mhm.
and there's not much around us, you know.
But yeah, someone said in China it's racism.
It is racism
my God.
in China.
In
They're
China,
terrible there.
they were like, dude,
It's just culture, maybe.
people
but-
were driving and they would slow to a stop while driving, and they would point at me and they would just start laughing. And I was all like, whoa, this is insane. And even in Thailand, we've had people want to take a picture with me and Hannah, and they'll be like, you guys are different because our skin color is different. And so like they think like it's so weird to see like a white girl with a brown person, which is like,
oh my gosh. On another topic though, the number of white men with young Thai women
old
here,
white men
old white men with young Thai women here
is insane.
It's insane. It's crazy.
We went to the immigration office yesterday.
Oh my God, don't get me started.
Oh, there was
nothing's wrong
with that whatsoever.
It's just so different, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, so pretty insane. But yeah, so it's really, I don't know, it's super interesting, just like certain people's view of Americans. So yeah.
Let's change the subject. Yes, let's change it.
Yeah, I feel like one of my favorite things about being here in Thailand is how nice people are. Like they have gone out of their way to make sure we're comfortable with our trip, which is really rad. So, and I'd be really interested to see too. We want to go to Taiwan just because we've heard amazing things about Taiwan. But I think that's just like Asian culture is like they're very accommodating people. And even like our Airbnb hosts, the tourist people here, the restaurants especially.
It's so freaking nice.
For every jerk you meet in Asian, there's always a super nice person. Yeah, I don't feel like we've met a lot of jerks. So here's how I sum up people here. Michael Owen is saying, how's the air quality in Chiang Mai? It's pretty bad during winter months. The air quality I feel like has been pretty bad in general. Yeah. Just because like there's so many of those red taxis that just spew exhaust.
The shuttle on the way up.
You get
to the
high
top of the mountain
from the exhaust.
There's so much exhaust. And riding that road on a road bike is also pretty difficult, so you kind of have to ride in the mornings.
Yeah, but so what were we saying? Yeah, I feel like the way to sum up the people in Thailand is like I feel like the men here, they're very like energetic. They're very like kind of they'll talk to you and stuff. There's very cool people. I feel like the younger ladies, so like in the 30-year-old bracket, they're very like also very nice, very kind. They come up to you. But like the older ladies in like the 50 to 60, I feel like I'm sure they're not actually mad.
They're just strong women.
They're very strong ladies, and they will yell at you. Like I went to go like take a banana off of the rest of them, and like one of the ladies came up to me. She goes, "No, no." And I was like, "Whoa!" And this lady was so small in comparison to me, and she was just yelling and like, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, no banana, no banana." But so like, it's been pretty rad to see that. Like the older ladies here are like super strong, passionate ladies. I feel like the younger ladies are a little bit quieter. But yeah, so the old ladies here, I think they're very respected too, which is like, I think respect is very big in the culture. And so I think like those are like, if I was to describe like the hierarchy here, I feel like the old ladies here are like at the top. So yeah, but yeah.
Would you say? Oh no, never mind. That's stupid.
Yeah, one of the most intimidating things is probably like an old Asian lady yelling at you. I've never been so scared. I was like, what did I do wrong? Asian auntie women are not to be trifled with. Yeah, like I thought I was gonna get a beating for taking that banana. So yeah. And keep in mind, you guys, like I'm 6'2", 200 pounds, but yeah. Someone's saying that's racist. Lane, that's not right. I'm just telling it how it is. They're very strong ladies. So how popular is mountain biking? Apparently, for non-locals, very popular. There's a lot of expats from England living here. But for locals, I don't think there's, yeah, not as popular.
It's just I think it's just an expensive sport to get into.
Is khao soi a good dish? Khao soi,
good.
I personally think, is better than pad thai.
Yeah, pad thai. I mean, some places have really, really good pad thai, but for the most part, like pad thai is a little bit more like bland. Like doesn't have that much flavor.
Yeah.
Khao soi is really good.
Simon, okay, sick. Simon, how long was the flight? It's about 30 hours travel time. It was a 13-hour plane and then an 8-hour plane with a long layover in between. So it is a little bit.
I feel like Simon and Lane are becoming friends in the
yeah,
chat.
I'm happy that we're making best friends in our chat. Also, you guys, if you have any other questions about Thailand or anything, let us know, or about our trip, or just let us know in the comment section.
Lane, that's kind of an awkward question, but my mom is fine with it. My brother also lives with his girlfriend, so.
Unpaved, how much does khao soi cost? It depends. So cost also varies here. If you go to an authentic place, the cost is very low because locals will eat there. If you go to a touristy restaurant, the cost is a little bit higher. So I would say at like an authentic place, you would be looking about $1 to $1.50 US. At a touristy place, you're looking at about $2 to $3 for the same plate of food.
You can kind of, honestly, you can eat as cheap or as expensive as you want. And same with accommodation. As cheap or as expensive as you want. It really depends.
And then as far as, is there a lot of vegan options? There is so much vegan food. And it's actually, I personally think, a little bit more vegan than the US vegan food, as crazy as that sounds. Because apparently there's a religion out here called J. And that means that's like a pretty high form of veganism. It's a form of Buddhism. And so
it's like a Chinese Thai religion.
Like
a lot of Chinese who come here are J, right?
Yeah. And so apparently in J, really, like some like a very devout followers of J will actually walk around with a broom and sweep the floor in front of them so they don't step on any insects.
I think that's a really small portion of the J population, though.
Yeah, and then there's also like they don't eat garlic and onion because apparently those foods are too strong, and it will affect your meditative state. They're all about trying to get to a much more meditative state of mind. So it's just a really so a lot of J restaurants, as soon as you tell someone that you eat J, that's basically vegan, man, oh man, I have never seen anyone take veganism more seriously, and they will go out of their way to make sure that there is nothing wrong with your food, because it's very important for Buddhists to not eat that, or that form of Buddhism. So yeah. Someone asked, how do you like the Red Bull? I heard the Red Bull in Thailand is actually supposed to like mess you up, like bounce off the wall. We haven't been brave enough to drink it yet, so maybe
not drinking that.
Maybe Hannah will have some.
I don't think Red Bull's vegan.
Yeah, I wonder.
Some weird like animal. I don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
It's scary. It scares me. I don't want to drink it.
Do you think the Ritmo is a sluggish climber, or is it more effort? Thinking of buying one, but it seems so heavy.
We just did a good climber.
Yeah, we did a video, Ritmo versus HD5. Go check that one out, and I think the Ansel will be in there. So is a rumor true? I
haven't seen that many.
I don't know.
They're really good. There's a lot of lady boys we've heard, but.
Are there any tattoos in your future?
I would love a tattoo, but the problem is I'm the most indecisive human being you will ever meet. Like the most indecisive human being on this planet. I could never get a tattoo.
Do people give you free food if you tell them you're the Mohammed Awesome? I don't think they do. I will say though, man, I have never had so many people ask me for selfies. It's the weirdest thing. People that don't even watch the channel, don't even mountain bike, it's just locals, and they just want pictures of me. So I think this And like me being so big and everything just looks really
Goodness.
crazy for them. And yeah, the different skin tones too. So, um,
But I feel like people in Chiang Mai are really used to tourists, so it's not that weird here. In Bangkok, when we were living like really outside of the city, that was when it was bad, and the culture shock was definitely a lot higher there.
Yeah, and Chiang Mai, just like as crazy as it is, it doesn't feel like you're in that foreign of a place, just because there are so many English-speaking tourists, and also the restaurants here really accommodate. And I guess that's where I feel a little bit weird too, is we'll have a lot of locals trying their best to speak English. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, shouldn't we be trying really hard to speak Thai? I don't know. So it's just the things that Mo thinks of.
I think it goes back to the thing where people who speak different languages than English learn English as their second language. So it makes more sense for them to try to speak English to us. But at the same time, that sounds really privileged because we are in Thailand and they do their language is Thai. So we should probably be learning Thai, right?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
And then the other tricky part is like, do you automatically speak broken English to them so that they can understand you? Or do you assume that they know English? But I feel like that's more disrespectful to assume that they know English and just speak English like
so
right off the bat.
That's Hannah. So Hannah does this.
I'm so worried about offending people. Maybe that's my problem.
We'll be in restaurants and they clearly don't speak any English. Clearly don't speak English.
Well, sometimes they speak really, really good English, and then I feel bad for speaking broken English to them, but also it helps them because they understand you more. And yeah, I don't know. I just need to stop worrying about offending people.
Later, Taylor. Good night. So basically, Hannah, like, we'll go in there, and then I'll be all like, I'll just say like, rice, or like Bill, just like simple, to like try to get the point across, and she'll be like, Mo, you can't like talk to everyone in broken English.
It's only when they speak back to you and they sound really fluent.
No, and then so she'll go, yeah, can I please have a bowl of rice? And then they'll look at her like this, like, huh? And she'll be like, yeah, do you think I can please have a bowl of rice? And I'll be like, hey, like, that's not, and I'll go like, rice, bowl? And they'll be like, oh, okay. And they'll go get her like a bowl of rice.
I sound stupid. My heart's in the right place, you guys. I swear to God, my heart's in the right place.
Yeah. So what up? Later, Matthew. We got you later. Just be yourself. Your smile and friendly personality will win the day. That is another thing here. As long as you smile, and that's why like I've been telling Hannah.
I smile.
No, but like you have like a 10-second leeway. Like basically like if you want to take a picture of something or like do something, you have like, you go in there, just smile. And like, if you smile and you're just nice to them, they're so friendly. And I feel like you can probably get away with murder as long as you're smiling and not murder, but
you can get away with weed. Like you can't.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like smiling gets you so far here. And so even like when you're negotiating, like because we've been shuttling so much, we've been negotiating on like the taxi fee. And like it's so funny because you'll tell them, hey, like how much to take me there, and they'll be like 400 baht, and you'll be like, oh no, 400 too much, like you crazy? And they'll be like, oh, like it's a long way, very far, and you're like, it's not very far, it's right up there, 200 baht, and they'll be like, oh no way, go. And you'll be like, go. You'll be like, okay. And he'll just start walking. They'd be like, hey, come back, come back.
250. Okay, 250.
And so it's just like everyone's having a good time. They're laughing and smiling, and yeah. So I don't know. I just really feel like it's a really cool culture.
So the one thing Lane's saying, be careful, they'll steal your stuff. They don't there's definitely bad apples everywhere, but Thai people, like, the thing with Buddhism is it's like a huge sin if you steal, and they're so scared about having a bad afterlife that a lot of them stay away from stealing. But there's definitely bad people out there. I don't know.
Yeah. Later, Lane. Have a great night. Thanks for being here, dude.
See ya.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The culture here is just, it's so friendly. It's so laid back, but at the same time, it works. Like, and I don't think these people ever sleep. I don't think I've ever gone out at night, no matter how late it is, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. they're always awake. Like, I don't get what it is about these people, but yeah. So, any other questions? I'm getting really hungry, so we're probably gonna go eat soon.
Oh wow, it's already been almost 2 hours.
What should we eat today? Probably like.
Thanks for watching this live stream, you guys.
Yeah.
I know it was really long.
I know it was long. Hopefully we can do more of these. There's so much videos that we're going to be releasing to you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. Sorry that the live stream was an hour and 40 minutes. I know it's a long time.
And let us know if there's any videos you need to see from us out here. Like if there's any videos you guys want to see, just let us know too.
Unpaved, can we get more likes for you guys? Feel free to like it. In all honesty, at the end of the day, we're just doing what we want to do. So it's been really rad. We're going to keep releasing videos that we really want to make. So that's been the fun part.
Yeah, we just need to keep it fun.
Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for watching the videos, commenting, joining us on the live stream. It's been really rad. There's so many adventures that we still need to go on. We are starving, so we're going to go grab some food. If you guys want to meet us for food, let us know. Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Want to go to Maya, maybe?
Probably go to the mall and eat, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really good vegan place
I need some coconut too. So later flat outs, later Mark, Shredbro Incorporated.
See you guys.
Dude, she's been here the whole time. Bike to the top, later bike to the top, unpaved, later unpaved.
Unpaved, email us if you have any more questions.
Bike to the top. I wonder if Cell Phone Nut is here. Later Cell Phone Nut.
We need to go to the visa office.
Oh, shoot. Holy hell. We got to get our visa extended.
Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Yeah, we definitely have to go get our visas.
I blew your eardrums
get
out.
to the visa. I'm so happy that.
Oh, thank you.
We almost forgot. We were about to go eat.
We would have been unhappy bikers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad. Sorry.
So, yeah.
Yes. Okay. We see your message. We're gonna go.
That would have been really bad. They would have kicked us out. So
time to go.
Thank you guys so much for joining. We will see you guys soon. Only one remembered. Yeah, we're happy that you did remember. But
yes, thank you.
Later, everyone. Hope to see you guys soon, and we will catch you guys in the next live stream. Ew. Flying Tiger, Unpaved, Shredbro Incorporated. Who else? Just saying the final goodbyes before we sign out.
Bye.
Later.
This is awkward. Just end it.
End it.
Time to go to the
peace. Later, Simon. See, because the chat is delayed. That's the only problem. I don't want to feel rude. Oh. Happy Biker, Mark Lean. See how many are coming in? Shredbro.
It's just going to keep going, Mo, if you don't end it. Just end it already. Rip off the Band-Aid. Okay, bye.